Hello! This is going to be an add-on video to the Metasploitable tutorial. This user here, Chum0Twitch, I hope I said that right, commented on my video about port 6000 in the Metasploitable VM, where I had said that it's an X11 server running on that port and that it didn't seem to be a vulnerable X11 server. They filled me in and commented this. Interesting one, this. It's actually a VNC server with a weak password. You can hit it and log in with something like VNC viewer Metasploitable 0. Port 6000 is changed to 0, 6001 to 1, etc. And giving the password of password. Thing is, Nmap will incorrectly identify it as X11, which is kind of correct in a way, and the VNC brute force scripts won't work. So realistically, it's not a case of unable to log in, it's a case of unable to enumerate. So long story short, if you see X11 test VNC2, and Nessus will probably catch this one. And down here, I asked if it was working in conjunction with the VNC server running on port 5900, which there's also a video on that one. And they think that it's independent, and 6000 is it's tightVNC. So I did a little poking around, and what I found was, well, so I guess let's start here. If we just kind of do a little looking on here, I think that is my virtual machine. Yep. We look at these ports. And when you run an Nmap scan, it says that 5900, there's VNC service on here, and it says version VNC protocol 3.3, and that 6000 is X11, access denied. And if we go ahead and run that, I think it's XVNC viewer, yeah. Just like this. It'll ask us for a password, and if we enter a password of password, it does in fact come up, and we can easily log in. So then I started poking around. If we, it'll be easier if I just do it here. If we go and log into our Metasploitable VM, and I am here. This is the Metasploitable VM. I'm not on my Kali machine anymore here. We look at what, I have to do it this way, what services are running on here. You can see port 6000 is running the tightVNC, and also port 5900 is running tightVNC. So it seems as though they are working together. They both have the same process ID of 5211 on this machine. And I did some reading on tightVNC itself, and I opened up the source code, which I have here somewhere. No, this isn't correct. Okay, I downloaded the wrong thing. I'm going to download the correct thing. Alright, this should be the correct one. You go ahead and remove these other ones. Oops. Alright, so we have the source code here. And we have the source code. And we'll look at the VNC server. If we inspect this and we search for port 5900, we can see that there is our VNC port variable is our 5900 port plus the display number. And this is all written in Perl, by the way. And if we search for 6000, you can see that we have a piece of code here and a comment explaining that display number n is taken if something is listening on the VNC server port, which is 5900 plus n, or the X server port, which is 6000 plus n. So it's like what Chum was describing, where it's the 6000, or it goes to 6001 or 6002, depending on the display number. So that is accurate, but it does seem as though they are working together. And so if you are able to use that VNC viewer to gain access to that VNC service running on port 5900, it's also working in conjunction with this 6000 as well. So it seems. So thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy hacking.